As it slowly, it's like the true moment of test. Are you warmed up enough for the solo? The answer is always a no. Let me know if you guys can hear me okay. I'm trying a different setup. So let me know if my voice needs to go up. Let me know how you guys are doing. Bang. WCW. I need to learn some like old WCW themes. I actually just got a new wrestling shirt. A buddy of mine. Audio is low. Okay. Check. 1, 2. Check. How's that? Voice is too quiet. Okay. This should be better now. I have a buddy of mine who does like a lot of the thrifting and all that stuff, and he found this old Steve Nash NWO era shirt. I'm like, oh man, I gotta have it. Can't hear? You still can't hear? More voice. Better. There we go. Okay, yeah, sorry, there's a delay. Sounds good? Okay. Yeah, I was trying something different because, like I said, what happens is my mic picks up the guitar and gives me this doubling sound. Voice is better. No volume. Oh, it's Kevin Nash, not Steve Nash. Sorry. Sounds good now? Awesome. Okay, yeah. I was just, because if you listen when I play, it sounds doubled with the mic on. So I was like, well, maybe if I have the mic closer to my face, then it won't be such like a doubling sound. But yeah, there we go. So obviously it didn't help at all. So next live stream I'll just go back to the other setup. So because normally you don't even see the mic; it's out of frame. But need some more cowbell. See if I can get a copyright strike like two minutes into the live stream. Can you get a shout out? Shout out Abraham. From the guitar, yeah. Let me mute some stuff here real quick. Yeah, Steve Nash is the point guard for the Suns. I got him mixed up. Kevin Nash, not Steve Nash. Although I like Steve Nash too. I was a fan of the Suns. I've always been a Lakers. That was my team. Kobe was my guy. You know, when it was my favorite was, and this is just the Lakers that I grew up with, was when it was Shaq, the Mailman, the Glove, Kobe, Devin George was there, and that was my favorite Lakers. Watching them go up against the Pistons and all that stuff. But yeah, no, Steve Nash was a great point guard. Les Paul goodness. Yeah, baby. How is everyone out there doing? I can't even see. It's not really telling me how many people are here. I'm always wonder, because you're so used to me doing the super late night ones. I'm like, man, no one's even going to show up if I do one early, but I want, hey, Steve from Boston. Steve, are you going live later today? I know, I'm the early one. Well, not as early as RJ, but what's crack-a-lacking? Made it on time? You made it! You done did it. That's what happened. You done did it. Adam made it. Guitar Man. To all my channel member homies, sorry I couldn't do the... normally I do like a 30-minute pre-show for all the channel members where we just hang out and chat, but I didn't get to do one today. 2:25 right now? Okay, awesome. We'll be live at 7. Make sure you guys come hang out with me on Steve from Boston's live stream at 7. I can't do the late night live stream tonight, or maybe I will go live later too. Who knows? And you know, you never know. Could be crazy. Do 2 live streams in one day. But tonight is UFC. I gotta watch DC and SKYPE. Hey, Nick. All right, I got 2 channels you guys got to subscribe to. Steve from Boston and my buddy. You hear me talk about him all the time. Nick. Right there. The Riff with Nick. Am I saying it right now, Nick? Savini? Let me know. Did I nail it? Did I? Nick, I was going to see if you wanted to Skype tomorrow, man, and we'll get you all set up with that interface. How's the guitar sound today, guys? I'll kill the mic here for a second. Man, Mike's here too? Everybody! Man, I need to do more early streams. Man, all my dudes are here. Wherever that was headed, just bail out now. Destination Jazz was about to happen. Oh, T-Jet, thank you so much for the super chat, man. Sorry, the chat is moving quick. Love your videos. Trying to get back into good playing routine after a few years of not playing. Oh, dude. One thing you could check out if you want, I made a few of them. I think I made 3 of them. I call them 5-minute practice exercises, where I just give you a bunch of stuff to practice for just like a couple minutes each day. But you know, if you're just trying to get back into it, I really recommend practicing things that are super, super musical. Now, I don't know your exact musical taste or preference for that matter, but I always like to practice things that were very, you know, just rooted in music itself. So like when I worked on picking exercises, for example, I worked on one. There's this really good book. It's called Heavy Metal Guitar. I can't remember. I believe it was Dave Castellino was the instructor, and he gave you all these exercises, but they were all like musical, like etudes, like, you know, stuff like that. My hands aren't warmed up to pick, but I made it really easy to practice, except I'm like playing horribly right now. Made it easy to practice that stuff because it was so, it just sounded like music. I didn't even feel like I was practicing. And I remember, how did it go? He had really cool like string skipping ones, tapping stuff, these big arpeggios. Yeah, that's what it was. I'm trying to remember it. But they were just super musical, and it made me want to play. So try to find stuff like that. I don't know if anybody happens to know the book that I'm actually talking about. It was a gray book, and I think it's just called Heavy Metal, or it was either shred guitar or like heavy metal guitar. but it was super, super good. I'm not warmed up enough to really play anything too good right now, but... Oh, Arthur, dude, thank you so much. Showing the UFC love? All right, who here watches UFC, and who have you got tonight? Yo, because, I mean, Stipe, that's my fellow Ohio guy, and I love Stipe, but I'm also a big fan of DC. So it's gonna be good, and you get to watch Sugar Sean O'Malley in there doing it up. I think it's gonna be a pretty good card. Back out in Vegas. Where do I sign my soul over? You gotta go down the crossroads, man. Stipe for KO? Yeah, I think DC's looking pretty rough, man. I think DC's past his prime a little bit, and like I said, I like DC. Don't get me wrong, but also if he's planning to retire, I don't want him to win the belt and then just retire. I mean, let Stipe, keep the champ, and I think Stipe is a good champ. Too close for you to call. I know they're both good. I mean, if DC actually takes advantage of his wrestling this time, I don't know what kind of ground or jits that Stipe has. So if DC leans more on his wrestling background, I think he could sweep him. Thank you again, Arthur, for the super chat. That's super nice, man. Play a Zeppelin riff? I might as well, because the streams have been getting... I've got so many copyright claims in the last one. I was just like, really? They're hitting live streams this hard now? So there's no chance of the live... I always take the live streams down anyways, but there's no chance of them staying up anymore. Oh, Greg, thank you, man. Love right back at you, dude. Thank you for the super chat. How does it sound whenever I'm playing with the mic on? Is it getting that doubling, almost like a delayed sound? I was just curious. I've tried so many different things, and I think I just need to either talk to Steve or Shane, who just know a million times more than I do about this kind of stuff, because I can't use my headphones with any of my stuff. It's really weird. It's super delayed. I'm not sure what's going on, but play some blues. I am not your guy for blues with my super gain, broed out Marshall tone over here. Another ending someone did one time. I saw him do it, and I was like, oh, that's really cool how he did that. I sound like every rock guitar player who thinks they can play blues. It's funny though, cause I've been in a total all I ever play is rock, but in even more so of just a rock mood, wanting to learn Joe Walsh and Angus Young and all this kind of just real deep embedded rock blues stuff. And I've just played Les Pauls constantly. I was playing the Friedman Strat the other day, but I've barely played my other Strat now or the Esquire. I've just been I just want to play Les Pauls all day long. I have to kind of have the pickguard on my Les Paul because of how I set my hand on it. A lot of times I rest my hand on it, and to me, without the pick guard, it makes a Les Paul feel very different. You know, like a Strat, the strings are so close to the body, but a Les Paul, the strings are so far away from the body, and the pick guard makes it feel more normal for me. Like I said, because I grew up playing Strat style guitars, and it helps bridge that gap a little bit. Joseph Robert, not a slam at all. Our wife really does want to know what hair product she has hair in. You know what's funny is I get asked that all the time in comments, and I always laugh because I use nothing. I don't use anything at all for my hair. I literally woke up today and just like rolled out of bed, and this is just as good as it gets apparently for me. Never worse, never better, just this all the time. But now my hair is getting too long, so I need to get it cut. Clean studio, thank you. Oh, you know what? I've been shooting the Rock and Roll Bootcamp Part 2. Me and my wife have been shooting it all week long. So on top of like the normal videos this week, I was shooting between 3 and 5 extra videos each day. Yesterday I didn't. I couldn't. I was so burnt out. I was like, I can't do it. I can't shoot course videos today. Because shooting a course video is so different than a normal YouTube video. Because like a normal YouTube video, it's hard to describe. Like I shoot them the same way, but when I'm doing the course stuff, I'm much more detailed. Because the way I look at it is like, if you're willing to purchase and buy a course from me, you probably want me to go extra slow, extra detailed through everything. You know, with a YouTube video, I'm like, all right, you know, anything over 10 to 15 minutes, no one's going to care. So make it a little bit more, you know, concise than maybe what sometimes I want to do. But with the courses, I really take my time. So, you know, each video is like 20 to 30 minutes long instead of like 10 to 15. So it's just like real taxing, you know, just talking and thinking and doing all that stuff. Cut my hair into a mohawk. I know, right? But yeah, I think we have probably another week of shooting the stuff, and then I start editing it, and hopefully that one will be done. And I'm gonna try to muster up the gusto to go straight as soon as I finish Rock and Roll Bootcamp Part 2. I want to finish the material for the 80s course and have that ready by November. So it'll be tough, but I just need to kind of suck it up and not whine about it and get it done. Bro, out tonight, so we'll watch. Take care. Later, buddy. Dude, Mike, thank you so much for tuning in, man. I always appreciate it. Like I said, I don't plan on being live later, but who knows? We could be crazy. Echo when you low down the volume, it makes your voice mic. Oh yeah, it's just kind of, unfortunately, I don't know how to like have a better setup. Tim Pierce is live streaming as well, staying right here. Oh, that's awesome, man. I love Tim. I should blow his phone up right now. No, I won't do that. Could you do anything from... I don't know any UFO. Thoughts on PRS? I love PRS. Like I said, I've gotten to play, I think the majority of the PRS lines over the years. And I'm telling you, the CE24, hard to beat. I played Tubbs, DGT. Nice. Your old pal, Uncle Larry. What was I? Oh, I didn't know what I was saying. It's on my password. Yo, get out of here, bro. You don't know my password. Nah, you maybe do. If you get a chance, check out Reckless from that song Marky Mark was singing in the studio in the movie's Rockstar. Oh, okay. Yeah, I have this. I have the Steel Dragon album on my phone. the computer afterwards, it'll delay. Oh, okay. So wait, is there a delay on my voice when I'm just talking, or is it when I'm playing guitar at the same time? Busy moving today. I thought I'd say hi. Oh, dude, thank you so much, man. Best of luck moving. You know, that's always that's a huge task. Want to sell me those pickups? Never. Never, never, never. I don't know any classical stuff. You know, I know like neoclassical, but nothing like true classical stuff. The next guitar on the list, I have a a burning desire in my soul for Les Paul Jr. right now. But you know, like I've kind of come to terms. Whenever I want a new guitar, I've gotten into. I think it's a good mindset to be in, but I never like to settle for anything other than exactly what I want. Because I used to do that. I would just kind of like, oh, I can't find this exact one that I wanted. Well, I would settle for this, you know. And what I want is I want a double cutaway Les Paul Jr. just single pickup in TV yellow, and I found a bunch of them in like the Heritage Cherry color and all the different like colors that they do. But I really want to get an old TV yellow one. So I was just kind of like, there was one I was watching, and it ended up selling, and I was like, well, you know, just not meant to have it. I'm not in any rush to get it at all. Like some of the TV yellow. Yeah, it's got to be TV yellow. That's what I think of when I think of a Les Paul Jr. But I want it to be double cutaway. Got a Les Paul Robot TV yellow recently. Oh, nice. Yeah, like I said, you know, it's kind of like the next one that's on my to-do list, and I was looking for a different amp or something. You know, I might sell some of my other amps, and I think I want to get like an old Vox, or maybe like a Bassman or something. With guitar wrapping, I've never done it myself. My Les Paul Custom came top wrapped, but you know what I learned about that is top wrapping. I really don't think you should need to do that. That's actually, I believe if I remember right, top wrapping was more of a way of solving the issue with the neck angle. You know, so I think that, you know, Gibson and stuff like that pretty much had that down by the 70s. So that's more like if you have like a 50s Les Paul, like maybe if you're lucky enough to have a burst, or maybe you have a conversion or a gold top, and maybe the neck angle's not right. Like maybe those early, what's the first year of the gold top? Is it 52? I can't remember. But those are the bridge is wrong on it. They made them the wrong way. Someone just bought me a Dean. Oh, nice. That's rad. Got the 20 Les Paul special. Yeah, I'd like to get an R. As far as like another guitar is I've always jonesed for an R9. I'd love to get one. I do have something new to show you guys, but I can't show you till Tuesday. It's been in every video for the past month, and not one person, I just now recently moved it, but not one person noticed it. And I was like, I was wondering, because sometimes there's some eagle-eyed people who will notice like little things that move in the studio, or whatever it is. But so I put something back there, and no one noticed it. I'm like, all right, So Tuesday I can finally show you guys what it is. It is a guitar, I will say that much. Gibson should send you an R9. Well, I don't. No. I wouldn't ask them or expect that at all. Honestly, I've tried really, really hard to work with Gibson, but I've just never really been able to get responses to stuff. So, and like I said, and I don't want anything for free or anything. If someone from Gibson happens to be watching this, I just wanted to check out stuff. You know, that's all I wanted. So, but I do have some cool stuff coming up with Fender. Les Paul, but I play mostly blue. Should I get one? Oh, shoot, yeah, man. Definitely. Les Paul, you can kind of do anything with it, but get one with like lower output pickups. Like if you can get one with more like, I think these T-tops are nice. Like I dig these a lot. You know, you get those PAFE style. I noticed if you get a Les Paul with something like, what is it, like Dirty Fingers or something like that in it, those are really hot pickups, and they certainly have a sound. By all means, they have their own vibe to them, but it's not the Les Paul sound that I necessarily want, you know. And I think that's what Sykes used to get that awesome Whitesnake tone. So it's not like you can't get killer rock tones out of it, but I just like the way a Les Paul, you know, just sound. I know there's so much finger dynamics in a Les Paul whenever their pickups aren't crazy output. The first guitar I ever owned. The first guitar I started on was a real cheap Samick. You know, Samick makes guitars for other brands now, I believe, but it was just a cheap. It looked exactly like what the Silver Sky looks like the actual Silver Sky, almost identical to that. That's what I started on. Can you do any type of banjo roll? No, not really. Because I don't think I do it the right way. I never like learned it. There was a guy, Pat Wassman. He could do banjo roll stuff, but no, I do more of it's like a rake sweep thing. Oh, dude, you out here, man? Thank you so much, dude. See a live stream that suits us and your man. Yeah, normally I'm super late, so today's an early one. We got I got a hot date with UFC chicken wings. You know. What kind of Fender would you recommend? You know, it depends on what you want to do with it, but I think you can't go wrong with a Strat, especially with like an HSS Strat. You know, then you really have options. Blue Strat. Oh yeah, right there. That's actually a Vola. I did just reach out, and I'm trying to get a Sir here to check out. So we'll see if it manifests into anything. First guitar was an Epiphone Strat style guitar. I missed that. Yeah, you know, I had, if you guys ever saw it, it had a broken neck on it. But I had an old Epiphone Super Strat that I did the guitar flip with, and it finished off the rest of the neck. But legato or alternate picking? I like a combination of both. You know, did you miss the giveaway? No. No, you did not. For the picking in the giveaway video, I say the date of when it will be announced. But like I like to do a combination of both picking and legato. So like even when I'm doing that, like I'm not picking everything. See, like that kind of stuff. Like I'm not going. It's always a combination. My signature Acacia is still at Acacia. That has been a wild ride with that one. That one, for those who don't know the story, basically I sent that back last year, and the neck got damaged in shipping. And what happened was it got close to NAMM time, and they just didn't have time to do a new neck because they were prepping for NAMM. And then, because like I said, I wasn't in like a big rush. I was like, yeah, just do it whenever you guys have time, because they were nice enough to do a new neck for it. And so NAMM came around, And then after NAMM, then they're busy with orders and stuff. And but they got it done, and then I wanted new pickups, and I was changing the pickups because I wanted to convert it to an HSS. And so they ordered the pickups, which, well, of course, this is all right around the time everything shut down. So Seymour Duncan shut down, and Acacia couldn't even get pickups from them for I don't know how many months. It was a long time. So now they can finally get pickups again. But now they're like so behind because they've been waiting on all the stuff that they couldn't get. Now the guitar, I was like, don't worry about it. Now we know NAMM's not happening. I'm like, I'll get it back at some point this year, but I'm not in a rush to like pressure them to be like, hey, come on, give me my guitar. I'm just like, nah, just get to it whenever you can, man. Robert, who influenced you? Eddie Van Halen's the guy who made me want to play guitar. But as far as influence, it's so many different players from Nuno Bettencourt to Billy Gibbons and Stevie Ray Vaughan and Eric Johnson and Richie Kotzen. They all take. I'm not good at like emulating any of them. It's just I've taken little things away from them that I do all the time. Like the Like Richie Kotzen has this lick where he's like, oh, how does he do it? It's something like that, I think he slides and I always bent. However he does it. But like I do that stuff all the time. Whenever you're playing, you steal little things from players. Is this my new time? No. Usually it'll be later. Once a month, there's me and my wife are big like UFC fans, and there's always a UFC one weekend of the month. So instead of not doing a live stream, last week I couldn't because my back was hurting me, but there's always one. But I think I'm just going to try to move it earlier in the day if it kind of works out with everyone's schedule on our side. Colm, thank you for the super chat, man. He says, I'm a poor man, thanks for... Oh, dude, well, by all means, thank you for the super chat, dude. No pressure to ever super chat or anything like that. LRT says, dude, how do you pull off your fingers doing a riff and not pluck the strings as you pull away to the next one? I'm not sure what that word was. I need to pluck the string like a pull-off. If you're asking like the pull-offs, though, that's just a matter of like practicing stuff. Practice doing trills. Do it with each finger. But then you want to get to where you can kind of like roll through them. See, because I'm not picking anything. But that's just from like sitting there, do one exercise. Sorry, the chat froze. And get to where you can cycle, like loop it. Like that kind of thing. Just sit there, and the big important thing is to make sure that your notes have equal volume. If you notice, it's not like I go, which I see a lot of people whenever they're beginning to do legato. The actual volume of the notes are all over the place, and that's because I think naturally you are either going to be better at hammer-ons or pull-offs. So for me, I was much better at hammer-ons, which makes sense to me because I was always better at ascending than descending. So I had to spend a lot of time, and actually the song that taught me how to do it was a Creed song. That little pull-off section there, I literally couldn't play that for months. And I remember my friend, Stephen Rhodes, he could play it, and it drove me crazy. I'm like, I don't understand, like, how do I do it? And a lot of it is you have to view it as almost like you're plucking the strings with your left hand. You're not picking your fingers up. Not like that. You're like rolling your fingers off, but it's just like a real micro movement, So don't go like this. So I just pick my fingers up. There's no sound. You have to go, I'm basically pulling my fingers this way. Yeah, so just sit there and get to where you can like ascend. Just take a pattern. Don't even worry about a scale. Just... Okay, something like that. And then descend it. And then get to where you can ascend and descend. You know, all the way through it. Robert, I believe your wife painted the Les Paul canvas behind you. Please consider making prints of it and put it in merch store. I'm first in line. Oh, thank you, Jason. Yeah, she did. You know, thankfully, my wife, Gabby, is super, super talented, and she did that. I think that was like her. I'm not sure how many. It's not done with a brush. It's done with a palette knife. I can't remember the exact style. I know it's like, it's a form of like abstract painting, or it's an abstraction. I can't remember now off the top of my head. But it's like I said, it's not done with a brush. It's all done with just the palette knife. Godzilla, yes. Water? Well, I don't drink, man. So it's water and coffee for me, and pop, because I'm from the Midwest. Well, I guess technically I'm from the South, but I'm in the Midwest, so I can say pop. Is that a Gibson? It is. Yeah, this is my trusty Les Paul KM. It's all dusty and dirty and beat up, but lovely just the same. Have I heard the PRS Marchomani? I did. You know what? Not only did I get to hear it, I got to hear it when Mark was playing it. This was 2 NAMs ago? I'm not sure. I had never met Mark Tremonti, if you don't know who we're talking about. Amazing guitar player. Creed was a huge influence on me. And then, of course, Alter Bridge. But I was there talking to Jean, lovely Jean, over at PRS. It's super, super nice. And I was just talking to her, and, Mark Tremonti walked up. I was like, oh, man. And Jean's like, oh, Mark. I was like, oh, of course. I was like, oh, of course I know who Mark Tremonti is, And he was super, super nice. So it was cool. And he was, then they had a little room, and he was in there playing it. So you could hear him actually playing it. So I was like, well, if there's a way to hear this amp, I guess this is it. That guitar looks beautiful. Thank you. Yeah, I love this guitar. Up close, everyone sees it, and they're like, oh, wow. It's like, it looks really clean on camera, but when you see it up close, there's so many gouges, and I still don't know what did this. There's like this, it looks like a thumbnail like stabbed it, and there's so many picking marks up here. I don't know. It's just, yeah, it's been loved on, Music therapy, what's up? Love your teaching program. Thank you, dude. Thank you very much. Jason says, Robert, I got your 8-course bundle. Thank you. I felt guilty buying it at such a reduced rate. My eyes. Thanks for the discount. I will pay full price someday. Dude, don't worry about it, man. The fact that you wanted to check it out at all, I really appreciate it. Like I said, I'm excited because the Rock and Roll Bootcamp Part 2 is coming out. Like I said, we gotta. Hopefully, I'll finish shooting it next week. Might need one more week. We'll have to see. And then the 80s course will be coming out later this year too. So this is the first time I think I'll have 2 courses in 1 year. Is my big goal. So we'll have to see. And hopefully, what's today's date? Or not date, month. August. Maybe I'm hoping maybe we could do like 2 more guitar giveaways. We'll have to see. Like I said, the big thing that will be dependent on the giveaways to see, for one, is how much they cost and how much the affiliate brings in. But thus far, we've only given away one guitar. We haven't had an international winner. So I don't know if someone in Spain wins the guitar. It could be, could be $500 to ship the guitar. So we have to see. We'll have to cross that bridge whenever it happens. But then we'll have a better understanding of like, all right, well, how much do we need to set aside for shipping in case the person's in China? So how you tap without hitting the switch? Yeah, that's a good question. It is hard to do that kind of stuff. We saw the Crackle Finish Super Strat at Guitar Center the other day. Thought of you. That's awesome. I don't know how much those are. I was thinking that would even be like a cool one to maybe venture into, to do a giveaway with like a Super Strat. That might be something cool to do. May you have my opinion? Sure. What's the question, man? Live stream here now. Yeah, it is nice. It's super nice. I know it's gonna rain for a little bit, but should be a good day overall. I don't know the weight solo, man. My good buddy Ben Eller has a lesson on it though. So he's the man with the plan. Hey Scott, how are you doing, buddy? How do I personally go about doing the squealies? The way that I do them is I hold my pick really close in general. Like there's not much of my pick sticking out. And what I do is exactly like what it says, a pinch harmonic. When I want to do a squeal, I pinch the pick harder and it makes your thumb flatten out. And it's basically like going like this. Like if you were to barely touch the string. Like that. But you have to like find a way to emulate that. Yeah. International shipping is a problem. Team up with a big company, Fender, everywhere else. Yeah, well, honestly, man, the reason why I don't want to do that is because, and actually, I should talk about it because I remember you asking for do a lefty sometime, man, and I'll talk about that here in just a second. The reason why I don't want these particular giveaways, I'm not saying I won't do other giveaways. I actually have a really kind of crazy idea for a giveaway that I'm going to pitch to Fender, but these particular giveaways, I don't want any big company involved in them. That's why I want to buy the guitars ourselves, use the money from the affiliate, do it that way. That way, because anytime you involve another company, then there's another step. So it's like if I involve whatever company, Kramer, or someone like that, they'd be like, okay, cool, we'll give you the guitar. But they're like, we want a video on the guitar in exchange for it. Or we want the people to have to follow us on Instagram and subscribe to our mailing list. And I'm like, no, I don't want to do that kind of, big bunch of stuff. It's supposed to be simple, easy, no strings attached kind of giveaways. So I want these particular giveaways to stay that way. So that's why, like I said, we have to see. We'll cross the bridge whenever it gets here, and then, the affiliate could end up bringing in more money than the guitar, so we'll set that aside for shipping and all that kind of stuff. So let's see. Like I said, we'll cross those bridges whenever we get here, or if it's Brooks and Dunn, we'll burn that bridge. So that is kind of why we're doing that kind of stuff with that particular one. But yeah, no, I'm still gonna do other giveaways with brands, and I love working with my guys at Dan Electro, and like I said, I have an idea for Fender. We just have to wait and see. Yeah, I'm using my axe effects for this this right now. I did just buy a pedal though. I'm not sure when it'll get here, but I haven't purchased a pedal in a long time. So there's is it cheaper to ship up these pedals and pickups? A guitarist would be happy with these as well. Yeah, I have to see. You know, part of like with these giveaways, and sorry, I meant to talk about the left-handed thing. And I'm sorry, I missed the super chat. Joseph, thank you so much, man. So thanks for the giveaways. Hopefully, some young player needs it will win. Another great thing about YouTube. Wish it was around when I was a kid. Well, thank you so much for the super chat, dude. And yeah, same here. You know, I hope it goes to someone who really needs it, or just someone who it's going to really inspire them to play, and maybe they'll give something away to someone else. You never know. Like I said, it can start a chain reaction. It kind of happened the other day. This actually happened quite a few times. So then now I've started doing it myself to kind of hopefully set the ball in motion. I remember I was at McDonald's getting a coffee or something, and I pulled up to the window, and they're like, "Oh, the person in front of you paid for you." I'm like, "Oh, really?" And they're like, "Yeah, they're actually like the 5th person in a row. We're seeing how long this can go." And I'm like, "Oh, well, pay for the next person behind me." And I don't know how long it went, but it was just kind of like, I was like, "Oh, that's really, really cool." So, you know, every once in a while when I'm at McDonald's, I'll be like, "Hey, how much is the order behind me?" And they'll just be like, "Oh, it's like $10." I'm like, "Yeah, just pay for it. You know, pay for it right now. You know, start the chain." So who knows, maybe, you know, as a channel, we are buying these guitars and giving them away. It could go to someone and they could be like, "Oh, man, you know, I'll give this guitar to someone else," you know, and it could just turn into a whole thing. So it's all got to start somewhere, you know. My opinion on Ibanez, I love Ibanez. You know, I'm not a big fan of their necks. The AZ series has a more C-style neck, and I like those a lot more. What's my drinking coffee now? It's a brand called Peet's, Peets. I can't remember the flavor. I've been on a quest, a legit quest. I mean, like, fought dragons, all kinds of stuff, and trying to find the ultimate coffee creamer. And I've tried the mixes, the refrigerated kinds, the like super cheap kind, the like why is this so expensive kind, and like I came back to just good old Coffee Mate, like French vanilla, the refrigerated kind. And like I was like avoiding coffee, and I'm like, that can't be the best. I'm just gonna try all this other stuff. So this past year, I've just been going through it all, and I got finally the other day I got a little thing of it. I'm like, man, this is the best. And I've literally like just been addicted to it now. Black Rifle can make awesome coffee. Oh, I'll have to check it out. Is it more like a dark roast? Like what kind of like coffee is it? Kind of play. Oh, I don't know. It hurts so good. No, I can't. What do you think about the Marshall Origin 50? Is really a good Marshall? You know what it is? I have an Origin 50 right back here. I'm planning on doing a amp video of all my amps. Some people ask for it. It's kind of like a weird. I always feel kind of weird about those videos, like the studio tour video or like a guitar collection video. They always make me feel a little bit weird because it's never intentionally meant to be that way, but it could seem that it's like showing off, like look at what I got, and that's not what the intention is. For me, like the amp video, I'm like, hey, everybody's asking like about this amp, this amp, this amp. Now here's a video, an updated video of these are the amps that I have, and this is what they all sound like. But it always can get misconstrued. And because even people were upset when I did the 3 Les Paul comparison, because I said 3 vintage Les Pauls, which they're not like bursts or something like that. But to me, it's always like with YouTube, I'm like, you got to remember, man, it's just a name for a video, because it's not clickbait. I've talked about this before. This is like my always live stream rant about clickbait. Is like, I think there's such a confusion what clickbait is for people, because clickbait, the bad kind of clickbait, is whenever you post something that has nothing to do with your video to get them involved. to get someone to watch the video. That's clickbait. If you've created a video with a catchy title that 100% has everything to do with your video, that's not clickbait. You just made a good title that made people. Of course, you want people to click on your video. So, I don't know. I saw people were upset, and I was like, that's just the name, So it's never that like show off mentality, or I think maybe just people always assume the worst, but it would be like if I titled the giveaway video, I feel like a bad title would be like giving away a Les Paul, or even that. I mean, technically it is a Les Paul, but because then people will instantly think, oh, it's gonna give some Les Paul. And it's like, no, it's not from Les Paul, But instead, I'm just like, my wife got you a guitar instead of me. So to me, I'm like, but that's what happened. My wife did get a guitar for someone that wasn't me. So I don't know. That's just kind of always baffled me a little bit. 3 thumbs down. Dude, I like your talk. Oh, thank you very much. Like I said, I appreciate anyone who subscribes and helps us get along the way of the rock and roll journey. Sorry, I know I keep looking over here, not the camera. I'm just the chat is over here. Never boast or always humble. Well, thank you. I certainly try not to. I don't want it to come across that way. The Les Paul you are playing now is such a unique sound to it. I think so too. I was talking to Tom, and he was giving me a little bit of a hard time because of how much I like 70s Les Pauls. But I was like, you know what, man? I haven't seen anybody who hasn't played this guitar and been like, oh, okay, yep, that's a good one. Everyone who plays this, it totally has like a unique sound for a Les Paul. It's heavy as all get out. Don't get me wrong. It's not a little dainty thing, but everyone who plays it, digs on it right away. Fat Fluffer, oh, dude, thank you so much, man. Oh yeah, like I said, there's no pressure for anyone to ever super chat. Don't think that. Sorry, I keep forgetting to talk about the left hand, because you had mentioned the left hand thing, and I had never honestly thought about that. The issue with buying a left-handed guitar to give away, I don't really know how I would do it. Like I could do it, but for me, part of like these giveaways, what I like doing is I like then using the guitar in videos and making videos about it, because yeah, dude, it's legit a boat anchor. I like using the guitars because I feel like it kind of makes the guitar a little bit special, because then it's been involved in the channel, if that makes sense. And I mean, by all means, I could get a left-handed one and try to make some videos playing a left-handed guitar. So maybe that is an option. That might be entertaining, but I think Jared Dines already did something like that. But that's my only kind of drawback to the buying a lefty guitar. Oh, I forgot. Someone was asking the pedal that I got. I can't tell you yet. YouTube code of honor. I can't tell you what I bought. But it is a brand I don't think I've ever played one of their pedals. And they are very well known. And I just watched a video recently, and they were comparing these pedals, and I was just like, whoa, I didn't realize how, like, it like jumped out at me how much better it was. And it wasn't even dialed in. So I was just like, dang, okay, all right, maybe I need to like finally try one of these, and I can review it, and it won't be any kind of like sponsored stuff or any of that. Oh, Z Unit, thank you, man. Following your lead, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. You want Rick Beato's? You want Rick Beato? No, Rick Beato's LPJ. Is his a Les Paul Jr. or is it a DC? I can't remember. But his is a double pickup. Yeah, I only want a single bridge P90. I love Rick's guitar. Don't get me wrong. But I do not want a double P90 Les Paul Jr. Something about that one pickup, man. It really has its own vibe. Here we go. Oh, wow. TLS Music Productions. Yes, do a backwards video, then give it away. That would be pretty good. Oh, man. Thank you for the super chat, dude. I can't even imagine. Like, I can barely get through a video playing normal with, like, my energy level set to full. I can't even imagine trying to do it the other way. Oh, it'd be so bad. Oh, Mass Motor. Love your SLL. Dude, thank you for the super chat. That SLL, was it not a killer amp? Man, that thing, it sounded great. You know, too rich for my blood for an amp, but it was still cool to check out. You know, it was one of those things. Like I said, the guys over there asked me about it, and do I think it's worth it? Like, I didn't realize it was a hand wired amp. I'm like, that explains so much about why it's so expensive. You know, that's a whole different scale from like a assembly line kind of amp. But I was like, when they asked me about it, that's why I said with a lot of that like more expensive gear, I think I'm just gonna, you know, ask you guys, just like exactly how I did it. If you're for one, make sure you're subscribed, but if you turn your notifications on, have it set to all, because I post a lot of stuff in the community section on here, and I think you only get notified if you have all notifications turned on. And when it's that like more expensive gear, I think I'm just gonna ask you guys. I'd be like, hey, do you guys want to see this? Would you be interested in it? You know, that kind of stuff. There's a few things like I said, the video on Tuesday is a guitar. I went ahead and did this one because this is a guitar you guys have been blowing me up asking me about it, and it was really funny that I got in touch with Fender, and then they're like, hey, we were getting ready to like get a hold of you to see if you wanted to like check this out. And I'm like, oh yeah, like of course. Like, that sounds great. So that's gonna be I'm excited. I've had this guitar here for a month and a half, maybe 2 months. I'm not sure how long I've had it, but it is. They did such like no joke. They did such a good job on this guitar. I can't wait to go over the little details that they did. I'm like, man, you guys knew what was up. Oh, Alex, dude, let's get the hype going on your favorite YouTuber. Thank you, dude. Thank you very much, buddy. I appreciate that. Oh, and Eric, dude. Now, I'm a beginner. Any suggestions about online lessons? You know, it really depends on what you want to do for online lessons. You know, I guess like the style of guitar that you want to play. So, you know, there's tons out there. For one, if you want to try something free, check out Tim Pierce. He offers a 2-week. I think someone said he was live right now. A 2-week free trial of his stuff. You know, not to be plugging my own stuff, but if you're a beginner, I have a beginner course called Rock and Roll Boot Camp. It's not available right now, but it'll be available again when part 2 comes out at the end of this month, or maybe early September. So that's an option. Sorry, I feel weird like plugging my own stuff, but there's lots of guys. I think Paul Davids has a beginner course, or check out my buddy Brett Papa, or Your Guitar Sage, Eric Andreas. He might have like a free trial period of his online. And those are all pretty much subscription based is the only issue, which I haven't moved to yet. I like doing the kind of like one and done style of the guitar courses, but I have ideas for some stuff that I want to do. But like I said, right now I'm just working on getting content out there. Hey Rob, do you think an Explorer? Oh, do you think on? Oh, Explorer or Flying V? I'd probably go a little bit more Explorer. Flying Vs are hard for me to play because there's nothing up here, so your hand is like floating. It's awkward at first if you're not used to them. Good day from MISSISSIPPI. Well, good day. What am I seeing here? What am I seeing here? Kinley's video on Ernie Ball. He's playing a custom Ingle. That sounds so killer. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I got some more videos coming up with this. Like I said, I'm waiting on that pedal. I want to wait and get that. Rob, what up? Greetings from New Jersey. Well, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Any thoughts about Gretsch? Yeah, I'd love to get like a 6120 or something along those lines, or the Country Gentleman. I almost bought a Gretsch months ago now from CME. The guys at Chicago Music Exchange have always been super, super good and easy to work with. It was just a matter of, I had a budget for the guitar, and I was like, which actually, and it wasn't like unfair, I never try to like super lowball anyone or anything like that. I'm just kind of like, the guitar, the price was like, this is kind of what I'm thinking. They're like, we can't do that. And we were like pretty close to each other, but like I said, I'm trying to be more like diligent about like, I was like, it's cool, man. Inside I have to get to where I can accept, like, walk away from a guitar. Every once in a while, like, you get in this like mindset where it's just like buy all the time, and sometimes you just gotta like, you look at a guitar and I'm like, hey, I appreciate you guys wanting to work with me on the price and stuff, but I think I'm just gonna wait. And I ended up getting the Les Paul Custom, a month later. So it all works out. I think I've come more to terms with that than anything. That I would always like get in the mindset of like, this is the one, like this guitar is meant for me. And sometimes it's not. Sometimes you're meant to not get that guitar. Because I look at the whole way my Strat panned out. There was a whole different Strat that I was going to get, but we couldn't. And we got this one, and I got the whole story behind the guitar. Look, again, the Les Paul Custom. I was going to get that Gretsch, didn't. Ended up getting the Custom, and got the whole backstory of that. I was just like, this is great, There was another Esquire that we were going to get, didn't get it, ended up getting that one from Rumble Seat, and we haven't really been able to piece together the full story yet, but the previous owner was the bass player for Cheap Trick. So it's kind of like, I'm like, okay, so there's some story in here to uncover, like on this guitar, and it's just stuff like that made me like really, really realize that, oh, okay, you don't have to, like, every guitar is not a life and death situation, like, if I don't get it, I'll never see another one. That's why, like, I was okay with letting the couple Les Paul Juniors I was following on Reverb, they sold, and I was just kind of like, all right, it's cool. Please don't flood. What's going on? Bigger tower. Yeah. Don't just don't post the same thing. Like, you can post again, but just not like 10 times in a row. Thoughts on Richie Kotzen? Love his style and his tone. More power. Watching from Guam. Wow. Richie Kotzen's one of my favorites. I love Richie as a singer, as a player. Richie Kotzen. I've been listening to a lot of Ian. What's funny is I got on this like Ian Thornley kick. Like, I've been listening to Big Wreck a lot the last month or so, and out of nowhere, Andy Wood does a video with Ian Thornley, who I'm, massive Thornley fan. I'm like, oh, how cool! I was like, I've been listening to a lot of Big Wreck, Jam and Albatross, and their new album's so good. And then the next night, my buddy, oh shoot, oh my pic's gone forever. Totally lost my train of thought. He was live on Mike's channel. And then he found out the Esquire came from an ancient Indian burial ground. Yes, actually, I did find that out. Funny you mentioned that. DBZ? Dragon Ball Z? Oh, how's it go? That's what it is. It's like what a sick intro. Just dan 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 dan. I played it kind of sloppy, but I can't remember what he does there. Is it Spinal Tap time? How's it? I can't remember anymore. Man. How do you make the drum tracks for your jam sessions? I do that all with a drum program called Easy Drummer. And they have like built-in grooves. So what I do is I'll take a groove that's like close to what I want it to be. Like I don't do any I'm not a drummer, so I think very simply in terms of like drums. And basically what I do is you can go in, drop it in your DAW. Like I use Logic, so I don't know exactly how it works in like Pro Tools or Cakewalk or any of those. Is Cakewalk still a thing? Anyways, and you have your MIDI with all your if this little MIDI key point or keyframe, whatever you want to call it, is on this, you get this sound, or this effect is kind of going on. So I just kind of go through and I reprogram. A lot of times I have to move the kicks around because they're doing more of like a as I hit the guitar. Like a real simple kick. So sometimes I want the kick to follow, like maybe I'm doing like a groove that's like whatever's happening there. I need it to follow more what's happening, or maybe the bass line is very particular. I'm like, well, I want the bass and that kick to really like sync together. So that's what I do. I take a lot of the pre-made grooves and then I tweak them for the song. And they have lots of stuff. Like sometimes it might be like a 6/8 kind of groove, or I might be doing 3/4 or 4, all that different stuff. And they have the grooves pre-programmed. So then I just go in there and I tweak them to basically add the dynamics to match the song. Oh, Tom, thank you, man. He says thanks for everything you do, man. Still hoping for a Leslie West video one day. I tell you, if I get a Les Paul Jr., that'll be the first video I make. I was just talking with my buddy Jared James. If you guys don't have his stuff, man, Jared James Nichols is amazing stuff. But I was like, dude, we need to do a song together. And he's like, I'm down, man. So we just, obviously the COVID thing's got everything being all funky. But we're going to plan it out, and he's going to come up here and stay, a couple days or whatever it takes to do some songs or a song, whatever it is. And then we'll track everything here and then go to Nashville and do vocals and all that kind of stuff. Oh man. Oh, we gotta hater. Oh man. Look at that. Can you imagine having so little to do in life that you have to go to a live stream to try to troll someone? I don't know. I can't imagine. Have a good one. You out of here, Matt Philosopher? Thank you, dude. Thank you very much. Have a great night. Wave that left hand guitar playing flag. Sounds awesome. Always gotta love studio tracking. Yeah, and I have a lot of fun here, and we'll see how it goes. There's lots of cool stuff I had plans for this year, which like most people, got completely derailed. One of my big plans was to put together a band myself this year. Might be a riff right there. It's funny, I just found these old videos that I shot from 2017 when I was in Germany the first time at Thomann. Schecter actually sponsored the trip. So I had a bunch of videos where I was playing Schecters, but then I was also Thomann, if anyone who's ever been to Thomann, I can't remember what city Thomann is. I know I stayed in Bamberg, and then we would drive to Thomann each day. But anyways, they have like this huge guitar store of all these guitars, but then they have this like extra level up where they keep all of the like custom shop Strats and all like the crazy guitars. So we're in there in this room, and it's just they have Marshalls and Mesas and whatever you want in there, and you just go in there and you just plug in and play whatever you want. So it's just all these old videos of I was in there just kind of like playing whatever I was in the room, and it's just like anything you can think of is in that room. So it was cool. I was like, man, I forgot about this trip. All kinds of stuff. KM is your dream. You know what, man? They actually Treppendorf. That's where it was. Yeah. So this was the trip. This was the year before GitCon. Because GitCon was in Markneukirchen, maybe. And then, so then the next year I went for that, and then we went for GitCon. That was the GitCon thing. That was like the most brutal traveling I've ever done in my life, because that was the longest I think I've ever been away in like one stint. So like it made me like realize like, man, people who have to go like be away from their families and stuff for months at a time, like so much respect for them, because it certainly let me know that I wasn't like I wouldn't be able to handle it. So that's a tough gig. But oh, who was the troll? Big Red Tower already blocked him and stuff, so no worries, don't let it harsh the mellow. But yeah, because I remember, because I went out there. And it's always more fun traveling with friends, because I went out there with my buddy David Walleman, and we were actually out there the week before GitCon. So I was in Germany for 2 weeks, and then I flew home, and I was home for 3 days, but basically like 2 days, and then I had to go back to the airport and went and had to fly. How many hours was it? I think 15 hours to Shanghai, and then I was there for a week. And I remember when I came back from that was the first trip to Shanghai, and I was so sick. Like it was brutal. But it quickly made me know how big of a wimp I am and how I don't like traveling. I said I got Harsh and the Mellow from Andy from The Office. Greetings from Mexico. Well, hello. Greetings from USAO. Do you guys want to see a different guitar? I know I've been playing, because I've just been in a Les Paul mood the past week, but let me know if there's another guitar you want to see. My vibrato is not up to par right now. You plan on working with Trogly? Yeah, I was just texting Austin, I think earlier this week, and I really want to do more stuff with him. I'd love to buy a guitar from Austin at some point. He just hasn't had anything that I was looking for, but I thought it'd be kind of cool. Buy a guitar, just drive up there and get it, do more video stuff. So we'll see. Something with a Floyd? Oh God, please no. Bernie? Yeah, I've heard a lot of stuff about Bernie's. Fluff has a Bernie Les Paul, I believe. Music Theory, thank you, man. Gratitude for all you do. Roxy tweets, hi. Thank you so much for the super chat. The crackle is not in tune. When I did the Van Halen video, all my Floyd Rose, I left the air conditioner on one day, and I forgot, and I left it on all night long, and it was like super cold when I came in here the next time. I'm like, oh God. And the Floyd Roses were just toast, so I have to like redo them all. Any tuning issue with no, honestly, I know I make the joke as much as anyone about a Les Paul staying in tune, but I have no issues. Like, I haven't tuned it once the whole time, and I've been doing all kinds of dumb bends and picking hard and all that stuff. Look, I mean, perfectly in tune. No issues. This is even an old nut. I mean, the strings are way down in there. Ever play on 7 gauge? No, the lightest I've ever had is 9s, and that's only because a guitar came with 9s on it. 10s just feel right, Well, honestly, all my Les Pauls stay in tune. I don't have any issues with them. I've seen different things you put on them or whatever, but sounds in tune to me, or at least close enough for rock and roll. Awesome. Yeah, he has so many great guitars. The Esquire? Sure. Sorry, I think I missed the whole section where I was asking what guitar you guys wanted to see. Hold on a second. I got the stand all funky over here. Esquire time. So much distortion. Get that out of here. Rocking in the daylight. Rocking into the daylight. Rocking into the daylight. Rock it, yeah, kind of a cool little riff idea. You know what? I like the riff. I don't know if all of you saw it or not, but the video I posted on Friday about the history of Epiphone, there was a riff, and like those things are always improvised. So I just happened to play the riff, and I was like, that's really catchy, you know. I was like, I totally like dig that riff. So I'll give you some direct audio. It's not used to being here while it's like, I know, right? Right, Caffeine? Slowly falling apart, falling down the hill. What kind of Telecaster? This is actually not a No, I'm joking. I have to be that guy. It's not a Telecaster. No, it is. It's an Esquire. So it's very similar to a Telecaster, but this is actually what predates a Telecaster. The Esquire predates the Telecaster, Nocaster, Broadcaster, all of them. It's the OG caster, I guess you could say. You should do a video about the history of Fender. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. If only you knew. If only you knew. Like I said, when I started talking with Fender about doing, like I said, on Tuesday, if you're just tuning in, Tuesday I have a guitar to show you that Fender did such a good job on. When I was talking to him over there, because they saw some of my videos about some stuff, and they're just kind of like, hey, can we send you one of these to check out and see what you think? And I was like, yeah, for sure. And we got talking, and I was like, well, actually, I have a lot of Fender ideas. Like for videos, it's like, you know, I don't have a Jazzmaster and a Mustang, all this stuff. I was like, can I get some of this stuff? I mean, send it back. I don't care. I just want to make these videos. So there's going to be lots of cool stuff, hopefully in the works. You know, nothing else has been set in stone. It's always best to kind of like the relationship between me and Fender is starting right now with this first video. So it's like, hey, let's just see how this does for everyone, and we'll kind of go from there. Oh, Kathy, thank you so much. Can I play Smoke on the Water? How's it go? I gotta change it a little bit because I'm gonna get a copyright strike. I like echo. Trying to think of like almost like make it like a shuffle. trying to remember my like 2 country licks. All 2 of them. Song. I know. I probably did get a copyright claim about it, but you know, whatever. We're here to have fun. You know, let's not let the thought of the video being monetized ruin the fun of the stream. Oh, random SLG. Thank you for the super chat. It says your message was retracted. I've never seen that in a super chat. If you meant to leave a message, please leave one. Thank you again for the super chat. But let me know what you were wanting to say. I've never seen that in a super chat before. Hold on 1 second. That's weird. I wonder why it's doing that. Hold on 1 second, guys. Sorry. Huh. My phone is being crazy. Salt Rock, always. Calm down, Mr. Go. There we go. Video game songs. I know a couple of them. There it is. Or what's the... Demo the JCM800 that comes out. I think you will demo the JCM800 that comes out. I don't know. You know, I have no relationship with Marshall or anything like that. So, maybe. You know, it'd be cool to compare it. That'd be, you know, definitely cool to look at. You know, an 80s. I wonder what they're basing it off of. Because like I said, because mine's a 2204. Need some Mario? There it is. How's it go? There you go. So weird. I don't want the guitar to fall. Pac-Man. I guess I don't know what Pac-Man even sounds like. Oh, random SDLG, thank you so much for the super chat, man. Can I, honestly, I don't know any Misfits. I'm so sorry. I don't, off the top of my head, know any Misfits. I have a friend who I think he was in a Misfits cover band at one point. But, yeah, I don't know any Misfits stuff, I'm afraid. But I'll play you this. This lick. And also, you're awesome, Arthur. Oh, Bob Ross. Yes, is that your real name? That would be awesome. How about some, I don't know any Colt. Isn't that a shame? It's messed up. Sorry, I'm trying to get my phone to do something and it just like will not. It is refusing. I don't want it at my house. Thanks, Marshall. Yeah, sorry guys about the super chat and me not knowing how to play any of that stuff. Remember the words to the Flintstone theme? I think I watched too much TV. I don't know if I know the words to it though. The painting behind me, that's actually a picture that my my wife made for me. She painted it. I was talking about a little bit earlier. She painted a it was with a, what's it called? A palette knife. That's what it is. What is this? This is what is known as a live stream of the live variety. Working for the FBI. Such a good song. My tip just started to ride. She was a long pool. No, it was a long pool. I can't remember how it goes. Just a 5'9" and beautiful tall. So good. Doom doom bow 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 down. It's jamming. Always jamming. Rhett Scholl, I thought that read on the channel or something, man. I love Rhett stuff so much. His live thing that he's been doing, what's it called? Backstage Live. Super cool. Yep, it is a super awesome thing that he's doing. Song's gonna be stuck in your head the rest of the day, alright? What is it? I just saw the word slide go by and I'm like, alright, slide. I was trying to like read the chat and play the riffs without looking at them. Yeah, it wasn't happening. It was worth a shot. Bob Ross, don't forget to tip your waiters and waitresses. Oh, yeah, thank you for the super chat, man. Let's do a Led Zeppelin medley where I'm not looking at the screen. Let's see how many in a row I can think of. All right, let's go. I can. There's like a 90% chance I won't remember that build up. There it is. Of course, I remember it now. Oh man. There's so many other ones. How's it go? Thinking of T for one. So many. How many years has it taken to get? How long has it taken your hair to get that long? I've kind of always had long hair. I really only had short hair 1 year of my life, but my hair grows so fast. I have to. It's like so long right now. Sun setting. Oh man. He got his hoodie. There's this hoodie he's been looking for. Need some Kiss. I don't know much Kiss. Can you play 10 Years Gone? Of course. It's the best Led Zeppelin song. Alright. Hold on. Let me change tones to do this 10 Years Gone done right. You gotta have the right kind of reverb and all that stuff on there. Alright, let's do it. There it is, man. Best song ever. Talk about just like powerful. Chords are just so powerful. Do you know how to play Paranoid? It's up here, but I'm in drop D right now. Oh, Krager, thank you, man. Hey, Robert, awesome live stream, as always. What is the make and model of the room mic? Do you recommend on your pickup? Oh, on a pickup acoustic and voice. This is a really old. It's called a G-Track Samson mic. It's probably not the best. It's just a condenser mic. It's the only thing I have kind of like suited for this. So it might not be the best. It's pretty old at this point. I think I've had it for 5 or 6 years. But I like it because it's USB and not a normal. Like, you don't need a normal interface for it. So I don't know if they still make them, or maybe they make a newer version of it. But it's a pretty handy mic. And for acoustic, I don't really know what you use on an acoustic guitar. I've never recorded acoustic before, at least not mic'd up. So I honestly don't know what you would use for that. Robert, Robo, when do you announce the winner of the guitar contest? Ooh, I say it in the video. I say it in the video. Oh. He's a Zeppelin fan, but not even he will play the forbidden riff. Nope, you can't play it. It's illegal. I thought they would shut down the stream too. Covered Zeppelin. I've never played a Led Zeppelin song live, not even once. Never had anyone to really sing it. But Stairway to Heaven's possibly like my least favorite Zeppelin song ever. I was playing this the other day, and I was just like, man, that just sounds so dark. And Honda, I did it in the Epiphone video, so listen to it with this delay and reverb and all that stuff. Oh, I'm sorry, did I miss? I did. Oh, Kathy, thank you so much for the super chat. But I just thought this sounded so dark and kind of like ominous. That little chord progression there, that... Oh, sorry. I don't remember what I did. What did I do? That. I don't know why. I was just like, that sounds so dark. And sad. Uh-oh, new member, Matt. Woo, woo! Matt gets the new number riff. I actually forgot the riff lick halfway through. Thank you so much for joining, Matt. Man. Ah, hold on. There, yeah, I was like, oh wait, there's like a second half to this lick that I forgot about. It's the screen fades to black. Yeah. Yeah, but welcome, Matt. So Matt, make sure. Normally I didn't get to do it this time, but typically on my live streams there's a 30-minute pre-show each week for the channel members that you can tune into, where it's just us in there and doing all that stuff, and there's some exclusive videos about my tone and how I record stuff. So there's a couple different things that you get. Thank you for joining, man. Oh, the Esquire, what a great tone. I'm playing through the axe specs right now. But yeah, the Esquire, it sounds so good. Especially on that other tone. I was doing it more for like the cleaner stuff. Excuse me. But if I go back to it, listen to it. I'll close it off. Welcome, Matt. No pun intended. That's awesome. But here's that same tone, but without the volume being rolled down, it has a little bit more grit to it, and I like this tone. This is actually my Strat tone. I'll play the Strat here for just a minute after this one, and you can hear them back to back. But I think this tone sounds really good with the Esquire as well. Greg Cocklick that he does, like, so good. But yeah, so that's this one. Like, so the tone is actually designed for the Strat, not the Esquire. But I just thought, like, it sounds good with it. So here's this one. This is the normal Strat tone that everyone asks me about. Eventually, it all just falls off the tracks. But it's like my favorite tone ever. I'm telling you, this has always been my favorite tone. Neck pickup on a Strat. It's just fun because let me get the position. Right. Nope. I got like that position for the stuck position on here. Like check this one out. It's got that snap to it. It's so good. And so on. Did I miss something? Oh, Kathy, thank you again. Are you one of the intro songs from a previous video? I probably don't remember them, to be honest. It's, I write them, you know, like a day or two before, and then I probably forget them. If I remember intro song. I don't remember. If I heard them, maybe I would remember, but yeah, a lot of those are just like real quick. You know, kind of off the cuff stuff. It's kind of hard because with this particular sound, it's so washy. You know, you kind of have to like control. I'm trying to get it back in the composition. Thank you, Joey. This is a 63, man. Oh, hold on. We'll end with this, the final little stratty jam here. We'll see if it completely is a train wreck and falls apart. But this will be the final one with this tone, one of my favorite tones. random nonsense was. What scale should I learn first? I got G down last night. What should I do? Recommended the next one. You know, if you're saying G major or G pentatonic, you know, I really say work on one and get to where you can play it real comfortably all over the place. You know, just get to where, to me, when someone says they have the scale down, like if you're working on A, for example, to me, A means that you can play A anywhere, without even thinking about it. This is all A minor. Like, so that's all A minor to me, or, you know, all over the place. I'm like, okay, so, you know, and there's always things to work on. Work on playing your G scale differently. Like, if you're used to going like this, I'm assuming you're saying pentatonic. Work on doing, like, skip every third note or something, you know. Play stuff like that, and just kind of play, learn your chords that are in there. Like, that's just all I did was G minor 7s, the whole way through there. That's all it is. Oh. All these are minor 7. I'm sorry. I can't do it. Oh, that's what I'm doing wrong. So just know I'm all over the place. Yep. Bob Ross, don't play in free unless there are no cars. Or you can dance well. Thank you for the super chat, Bob. You rock, Strat Rock. Thank you, dude. Thank you so much for the super chats. Thank you, everyone, for the super chats. The new member. You guys are all amazing. Sorry, I normally do like a 3-hour live stream. Since this one's during the day, I'm only gonna hit it with 2 hours. Go hang out with the family. Get ready for the UFC. Come on, Stipe. That's who I'm pulling for. Stipe all the way. And I don't know. I don't know if maybe Sugar. I'm not sure. Sugar Sean O'Malley. What time does UFC? The main event, since they're out in Vegas, so it should be 10 o'clock. Here's the main card. But if you have ESPN Plus and all that stuff, then you can get the early. So basically, if you've never watched UFC, there's really 3 cards. There's usually an early prelim, then there's the prelims, and then there is your main fight card of the night, which has, you know, Stipe is the Stipe versus DC is the main event tonight. No, thank you guys for your time. Thank you all so much. Like I said, probably won't be any more videos necessarily about the Epiphone. I did this week of videos all about it, but I'll still mention it in videos. Ron! Oh, man. Man, I am so pumped up that you're here. Dude, I was just ending the stream. We got to go for a little bit longer. Ron has not been able to make it to a live stream for I don't even know how long. I don't know how long it's been, but we'll say for just a minute longer. Let's see if Ron has a riff he wants to hear that he thinks I might know. But yeah, for just a minute longer. Gotta play some CCR. Or how about... There it is. Ba-da-bow. I didn't see any more comments from Ron. He might have left because he might have thought that the stream was ending. But anything from Back in Black. All right, hey, well, and then let's do it right. At least get a Gibson in the hands. We'll end with Back in Black. Request by Ron. Ron the Magnificent. Ron, when are you getting? What were we just talking about? Maybe a Strat? Alright. We're gonna Back in Black the way out of here. Hold on, let me see if I even remember how to play Back in Black. It goes to A, I was thinking it was going to B. I don't remember it. I used to be really good at playing the Back in Black solo. Oh my god, a new member, and then we'll end it with this. Who's the new member? Oh, Dave, thank you for joining, dude. New member riff, and this will be the final thing for today. There you guys have it. Have a great night. There'll be no extended extra super outro or anything like that. Thank you guys all so much for tuning in. Like I said, new video. Should be a new video on Monday. New video on Tuesday. Something really, really cool that Fender sent me to check out. So make sure you check that one out. Like I said, it's been in the background of videos for over a month, and no one spotted it. I'm a little bit hurt. I'm disappointed. No, I'm joking. It's hard to tell because it looks very similar to something else, but it's been there and no one noticed it. So other than that, guys, I'm gonna bounce it out of here. Have a great rest of your night, and if you're watching the UFC, hey, you better be pulling for Stipe, right? No, I'm joking. You guys root for whatever you want. See you all later, and have a great Saturday/Sunday.